the diesel gives me a headache.
Yeah,
I can
you know what?
smell.
That's exactly what was happening.
5 bus from Connecticut.
Yeah.
They're 2005 new Flyers. They're really good and peppy.
Yeah.
I would rather, and then sell all the 8000s back to Winnipeg, and they can give us a couple of their Flyers in exchange.
Well, apparently, you know those 8000s you're talking about. Apparently, what they're designed for wasn't intercity use. It was used for express service. So, say we were dealing in commuter trains.
Yeah.
These buses would actually pull up, open the doors, everybody gets on point A, everybody gets off point B, all high-speed driving, because they got 6-speed Allisons, right?
There's nothing wrong with a 6-speed Allison, and
No.
you can just.
Except for city, like bigger, that was overkill for intercity. We didn't need a 6-speed track, right? 5 is perfect, you know what I mean? But the thing is, on top of that, you heard about the diesel particulate filter system, right?
Yeah.
You know where it burns off the carbon? It's got the regen, right? That's what the issue was. If you drove the bus under 80K, it wouldn't burn off the carbon properly. So what the procedure would have been for us, would have been as soon as we see a regen light, you pull it over, hit the neutral, hit the fast idle switch, and wait. Get this: 25 minutes for the cycle to go through its process.
The only time you smell the filtering in these is when it's cold, or if a bus is warm.
Or damaged.
Yeah.
You know, and because we weren't doing that 25-minute cycle, you know what we were doing? We were burning the filter systems up. So picture the filter getting so hot because we're running it, right? So it's trying to incinerate the carbon, plus we're accelerating, so the heat was, extreme. It was like a kiln, right? Like an oven.
And then you would get an alarm.
Yeah. But we were damaging. And I brought this to Calgary Transit's attention just to tell them, I said, I know about the system, do you? And you know what they said to me? Oh, really? We didn't know. I'm like, excuse me?
You look after
They
the
ordered
bus.
them. They bought them.
You know what bus I hate? 7763. If you've driven that one, it sounds like a piece of crap.
Oh, okay, so it's running.
Gonna blow in it. Like
Okay.
it's always been a bad bus though.
You think it's the exhaust
You get a
system?
bus that is always a peach in a series.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of Jimmys that I remember. Like one lemon was 1006 was a lemon. This was the worst one, 1078. It started out great. We went out on the road, everything's great. Shifted from second to third, no problem. And then right in the middle, at the worst possible moment, you know what it did to me?
Shut down.
It stayed in second. It wouldn't shift to third anymore. And I shut it down. I fiddled with the tranny. I did everything. From that point on, it wouldn't.
It feels
shift.
like this bus has been worked on very recently. It feels good. I hardly feel the tranny.
You like that? Me too. I can feel that too.
Just listen
Look
to
at
that.
the braking.
Yeah, just listen and to that come and
Yeah.
sing.
And look at the braking. You see this nice braking, and I don't even have the retarder on. This thing's awesome. You know what? It makes me or breaks me.
I mean, you know what? They must have did some serious work.
Work to this one. Yeah, the steering's stiff too. I like that. That means somebody that knew what they were doing worked on this.
Man, you might get Novas in your garage soon enough.
Yeah, God. I hope I'm retired by then. I can't leave those. Even the gas ones, they're so, this is what I'm worried about, the gas powered version. Because they're so top heavy, transit had better stay on top.
And if you get a load of kids, it won't be able to compact. The airbag will blow and then you need a change off.
or I'll be upside down. Because if anything on the suspension is weak, you can easily roll that. It's so top heavy, you know. The suspension is the key. And if they let it go, and the bags start getting weak, they can end up rolling on.
Well,
the
that's
side.
a damn Nova for
Yeah,
you.
I don't like it.
You know what? I don't like them just because of that ZF.
Yeah. It's a nice environmental alternative, but that's a heavy system. Those tanks.
Like, this bus feels lighter on its own.
Yeah, way lighter, way lighter.
That's why you get better takeoff. Except in the snow, the Novas are good.
Well, I have to admit that extra weight does help in that issue. Right? Like,
And the slower take.
you know what you were talking about. They got good takeoff, but in slippery conditions, you're right. That could hinder you. Right?
Although I've been on slow buses like this, like the old ISC buses with the original
I
motor.
hated those. Yeah.
77, 38, 75.
Yeah, 75. Did you drive on the first series? 75, 01 through 10. Did you ride on one of those?
They're the junk D40LF.
Yeah, they were the worst low floors we ever. They had no heat. Detroit diesels. Get this, no Allison trannies. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Some of them actually had
They added
a
that.
few.
You know that? They retrofit them.
They came with ZF, which is terrible.
those were garbage. So you know what? Here's the gear selector. Forward, neutral, reverse. I didn't even have a second. I'm like, who ordered this? So when I was stuck, I moved. Right? All you can do is put it in reverse, put it in.
And like, I mean, you can have fun with the ZF transmission. There's nothing better than an Allison screaming with an engine on a.
First gear, second gear, third, right? At least you get.
And you can get up 90 or even to 100K, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that other tranny was just god awful. And then you know what they did? They were at Anderson, right? As soon as they retrofitted to Allison's, you know where they went? Up to Spring. I'm like, what the hell? I go, I've been suffering with this junk for years. Then you guys retrofit and take them away. It's always the case.
This is why you were happy to get these.
Yeah, you know, or 79, trying to think, 7965, that series. You guys got the iron where you're sitting.
Winnipeggers.
Yeah, exactly. Those are total Winnipeggers. You got the, I call it the ironing board. So where you're sitting, you had that ironing board.
Oh, that pole, which is.
You know what that's for? That's for you. You would actually have to turn around the way you are now.
Yeah.
And that's, you know what that is? It's your neck brace. Because
Okay.
that's what that thing is. So, in case of a collision, I guess somebody in a wheelchair or whatever broke their neck. Because picture, you know, the bus hitting something, and then you have no support behind you, right? So that's where they put that there. It's a pain in the butt, you can't see anything, you know.
The Winnipeggers set there's. You know what? I like the early 79s.
Yeah, they're the best. I probably have. I'm trying to think of, yeah, I think I know what series you're talking about.
2001s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That has a really good axle, but it's got a.
There's no line. That's what I wanted to, did you notice that? There's no, this one's got a good rear end too.
I can hardly feel the suspension either. It may have sat for 3 years, but I guess they were waiting parts from NFI it was just sitting there, but they did some work.
That could have been their savior, right? Because it's, look at, two years of stationary.
And it smells clean in here.
You know what? Anderson's the best clean. They got the best. They're the cleanest buses I've ever seen. VP downtown.
They don't clean their buses every night.
No, VP is awful. VP is the dirty. I can't believe this.
Yeah.
That's why when I get downtown on my half trip, it'll be 302, and then I just get relieved at the tower.
here we go on the 80K section.
Yeah, and I think according to what I saw, we're in luck. There's going to be no traffic on Glenmore unless they cleared the accident. Here's a bad accident. And all of Glenmore's backed up over here. So it could be good.
Man, that thing shifts amazing.
Nice, eh? Nice smooth shift.
I love this part.
Yeah, good. We're still in luck. It's all backups. We'll have Glenmore all to ourselves.
Let's see how this thing performs at high speed.
Too bad these cars are going to injure me. It's actually, okay, it's actually quiet. What do you think?
It's actually a quieter bus.
Yeah, like see, we can still, right now, some series, we wouldn't even be able to talk right now. So this is awesome. I'm already up to 70K. 75. Not bad, pretty quiet like that. I gotta remember that AAA. Put that in the good category.
Buses are special when they have 3 numbers.
Yeah, you ever notice that? Have you ever driven quadruple 7?
Been on it? No, that was always an ISC. Cummins.
I had that thing once. I'm like, this is cool. Quadruple 7.
Except she was slow.
Yeah. My favorite bus in numbers was 703. One of the old Jimmys.
975, you would have loved that one.
Yeah. But this Jimmy, it was like, it was as if it was somebody's baby. It had didn't buy it for its age. It was 1973. That was
Yeah.
the year they built it. There was no deterioration, like, from salt. It was as if the body was immaculate, Great, thanks very much.
You know that 80K section on when you go back on Crow Trail there? Man, there's hills, and this thing's just gonna be huffing uphill.
This thing climbed, heading up Crowchild, no problem.
Now, if it was a Nova, you wouldn't be able to get up to 80K. It would be maxed out at 60.
Yeah, and the four-ways, put the four-ways on. Hey?
I don't know. I just hate them.
And you know what? They made the Jimmys look good. And they were gutless, or they got manual.
I would rather redesign Jimmys and make them low floor and keep those.
Yeah, can you imagine? That'd be cool, right? The low floor, It's going to be just like the Jimmy, right? Don't repaint it. Leave it in the original. I hated the fuchsia color, but it's okay. I'm old school. I like 1046.
The two-tone blue in that one is awesome.
Love the light blue, dark blue. That was the best paints. We should never have gone away from that. We're so Calgary, right? Sky blue, right? Then they put the fuchsia in it. I hated the fuchsia. It just clashed with everything. Right?
But he doesn't use it in the winter because you got to remember his bus is 27 years old this year.
Yeah, you don't realize it. I remember when that thing was brand new and look at it. Yeah.
But honestly, he says when it breaks, it's harder to find parts because it's a 1996, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
junk flyers.
Oh, there was only one. You know what I called it? The Camel. You know which one I'm talking about?
The
It had the air conditioner on the roof. Do you remember? I got the number on that one.
Oh.
75. It had BC Transit had the same thing. Except they had two of them, and we were cheap. We bought half, so it was only one. It should be two.
Oh, I wanted to tell you a handful of them
Yeah.
are still in service in Winnipeg. When we sold them to Winnipeg, you won't believe they're still going.
And I heard Brandon, Manitoba bought some too. Eh?
But you know what? They have New Flyers Industries is right in Winnipeg, so if they want to, they can get 30 years out of them if they want.
Yeah,
Here it's kind of different, right?
well, that'd be awesome because I mean the parts supply, that's where they were born, so to speak. Eh? Yeah, yeah. Here's where.